I am back, and I think I'm almost done with the game. I think. That's the question. Am I almost done with well, if I look at the hunt board, I think I'm almost done, but I know I'm not almost done. Let's talk to Otto.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that I saw on the horizon is your doing.
It's a long story.
Right.
Alright, so Otto gets everyone. Cool, cool. Good to know.
Is this everyone?
Everyone important, I guess.
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archae above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
So what are you gonna do about it?
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Probably talk around to everyone.
Thank you.
Dion's still chilling on the wall, though. He must have something in mind.
Joshua seemed upset.
Unless you've taught our chocobos how to fly, I won't be scouting this one for you, Clive. You're on your own, but not alone.
Look what the Cursebreakers brought back from Dalmekia. Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
I'll be damned.
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What are we having?
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
Eh? The bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
And Clive explains. No, so that's just a nice Easter egg, I guess.
There is much to consider.
Okay, so I guess no side quests for now. Wow, I just had to get close and it triggered it.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. Are you certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix.
At least he brought up the obvious answer.
I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember.
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
How would he prime, though? Usually they go berserk with mana.
You're in your debt, Dion.
Or ether, I guess.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Okay, it sounds like we're at the end of the game. Clive's chambers.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, that seems so unnecessary.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Dang, look at all those side quests. I think I want to try doing all the side quests first. So let's do this first. In a mood. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck, whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells it not to do with the supply of antelope bones.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Prioritize that. And then In Search of a Lost Home. I'm not reading all that.
Something tells me that...
And then one more quest. And then let's talk to Byron Rossfield. Well, let's ask about Origin first.
Thank you, Uncle.
As for down here,
Three's Company.
Hi, Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get in.
I would have done the same.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But
From what little I...
but I was rather hoping... Alas, it seems that we must move.
But where do we...
True, the challenge is that the realm's armies, as you've seen first, certain cities have banded together, and yet, the only remedy for the chaos that... In short...
But how would one even...
The armies, my boy. As I told you already. Sadly, I doubt I could convince but I do know someone the High Commanders
I thought he was...
He was. Until an Akashic army taught, and as luck would have it...
Of course you...
And he's agreed to... Havel has always been a man of... I extolled your many virtues as best I could, if you don't mind.
Of course, as long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better one. And if the field marshal wishes, I'll leave for Would you send us?
Of course. Rutherford is...
Excellent.
No.
Okay. Oh, let's talk to Torgal.
Say what you will. Lady Karen
Alright, Torgal. What's eating you?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? I never did ask where you got that anklet.
From Sid, that's where. And you're only thinking to ask this now? Clap that there iron on it.
What's wrong?
I'll take like as not. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf. Torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone? I reckon what he will look...
I'm sorry. Sorry for me. Let's get that. Indeed, you miss Sid as much as the rest. You want me to go with you?
Quick, aren't you?
Not nearly as much.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and...
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk back like...
Alright, let's see. Follow Torgal.
Right, Torgal. I'm going to need a little... Do you have a better? Unless... Why don't we try... To port his off. Fingers crossed the old...
Make for the mooring outside port is sold. But let's talk to Vivian real quick first.
Vivian, and I'll be happy to help.
Thank you, Clut. Tracking...
Please. It's only right.
You are... Alas, I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any...
If you say so.
But this book...
Alright, let's see what new hunts there are. Nothing so far. Gotcha. But let's talk to Harpocrates and see.
Harpocrates, I've been shot.
And use one whose name I...
Right is all. But she didn't seem keen to tell me.
And yet I get... Clive, I fear she asks
The executive.
cover to a clandestine organization. One such text being the tome, a tale which could overturn the estate. Or so rumor.
How is it that I haven't...
Why they lurk in the shadows.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was...
By the hand.
But what drives them?
Fine, quite sadly. You may just as soon ask me of their origin.
My hunt was due. What was Vivian expect?
Not from thin air. Rumors of the executive, rather less. Alas, but though he did not mention it by name, if you were, by some chance...
Very well. I'll be sure to...
Okay, let's see. Which one should I do first? Make for the mooring outside port is sold. Let's do that one first. Board the rowboat.
smaller than and you're a lot bigger.
I probably won't be able to have any access to this island after I finish the side quest. I'm guessing, at least.
This place has...
Maybe I will have access. Who knows?
changed it all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
How would Torgal get up there, though?
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate.
Did Torgal, like, bring all of those piece by piece?
You bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
I'm assuming this side quest chain ends here? Unless there's more.
That's not the way back to... All right.
Like there's something more.
I think I know where we're going.
Climb the hill overlooking Rosalith. Oh, that is a beautiful view.
People always talk about the import without it, and we certainly couldn't steer our... Come on, Torgal.
Quest complete! Charred sparring sword. Clive's old sparring sword salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of the Iron Blood invasion 18 winters past. Cavo's fangs increases Torgal's attack potency. That's nice, but it seems kind of useless getting it this late. Can I go back? Oh, I can. Okay, so let's go here and do this side quest.
Do you see that too?
What is it? Please, just make it stop. I'm scared.
It's all right.
Let's go, Ambrosia.
Come on. Faster.
From Helldivers. Wild Max.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot!
Allow me.
I don't need... Please, Field Marshal.
This won't take long.
You're right, men.
Oof. Brutal way to end that fight.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal, how are either of you?
No, my lord. You are wrong. Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore, but I hadn't thought the correct... It's a fact. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now, we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. We will need an envoy. One who...
I'm flattered, and I have other... What we need is a...
Is that so? And would he...
Of a different kind.
I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw...
I shall.
Otto is who I'm guessing.
My lord, your lord uncle bade me escort the...
And I will see that my associate...
Very good.
An envoy. I can barely convince my brother to take his... Someone like Quentin. Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
So I kind of expected Quentin's side quest stuff to be done, but I guess he had a little more.
That'll do, girl. Quentin.
Do you know? Something tells me you'll be asking... Go on, then. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamber and do the one thing.
I know it's a lot to ask.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left. The people of Lost... You'll have to find...
I'm sorry.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. They want you to speak for those. We'll see that the grapes are picked and the...
It's not...
Then what is it?
You know...
Then what are only we, or why turn your back on everyone else? Who's to say you could...
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat.
So you'll join... Field Marshal Havel will want to... I can arrange for a party of...
That would be... I hear the road.
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Reckon Master Quentin could argue an egg back up a hen's quib. He set his mind to it.
I might as well just turn this in.
Uncle, the Field Marshal... Rutherford is accompanying him. They will await your return.
One other.
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realms... He asked if I might have a solution.
One, no.
Master Quentin would probably call me one.
Another. Just the thing we need. Good thinking.
I'm glad.
The more than...
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quentin, you still haven't mentioned...
Oh, the seven hearts. They have all agreed. Oh, of course it... But luckily I had...
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the...
It was more of a...
Well, the old she had a shipload of talents, and when the other houses saw the parsimonious old... Now, join us there,
Of course.
Rossfield Manor.
And how, pray tell, will we... You find another bloody road? I only have so many... That is, unless you'd have them...
Well, that's certainly 8 less.
Says the man with the bed. My soldiers actually need... They'll be dead if...
Perhaps I might... Those supply routes are indeed disrupted. There is no shortage of ships. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. But I'm sure that you two such firm friends... Rutherford spoke fun.
Us? I can't...
Clive, I'm beginning to...
And what kind of company?
Criminal? You are not fit to breathe...
Upstanding!
Once more.
Shall we begin? What we seek here is not to create a new nation. We wish simply to bring stability. And to do that, we must convince... There will be disagreements, yes. If we show that the fate of the lies in, but the well-being of her people lies in
Huckleberry.
Now, with that, for what great moment in citizens of Val. Well, this is the role you were born for. We shall play our parts. The realm needs its Sacran. I want you to keep this sign.
I will.
Hey, let's go. For Trinity Accord and Breath of Darkness. You know what? Let's focus on this first. The Vidargars, or whatever. I still can't go through here? Jeez. Right. Royal Mastiff. Bunch of Akashic.
Enough of you out there.
Garnick.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Find from a distance.
His interest was certainly there. Read.
Found
This is
it.
it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
I didn't even read it. I like how it says leave Garnick. That means there's a fight. If it won't let me teleport right now.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Let's see, shall we?
That's pretty easy.
Impressive, but we have other means.
Why do you want it so?
It lays out in no uncertain terms. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't? Your sword may be sharp, so let me... There is no correct. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a... It is a question of if enough people believe...
So you're trying to
We are trying to protect from knowledge. That is all. You may keep the book. The world is small until then.
Oh, this is definitely a side quest chain.
Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Vivian, I found it.
Even though I asked this, I fear the exec...
I met with one and he told me something the truth is, and that if enough people believe...
It does, but it also means that provided that those who wish to change it can How's the sad...
You said that the book and...
It did. She was a heretic, you see. A gallows stood ready, and by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, I, too, have... She taught me that my soul... And that, though my journey to...
Do you still feel that?
Honestly? I'm not perhaps the result of studying mankind. But the more I study... So if you'll permit, remember, Clive. Give the men and women of this bin...
I'll try.
I think Vivian came out of nowhere after the time skip too. So I'm not really like tied or engaged in her story. Or her side quest or whatever. Hey, let's go.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Yes, Genji gloves. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims that there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman. And then Fallen Enigma is valuable and can be... That's...
All done?
Okay, but... Let's see, this is Flames of Rebirth. Rings. Alright, let's get rid of that for Genji gloves. Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Let's save. And then let's just buy all the abilities. Or upgrade them all. As much as I can. Okay, I guess I can't. Too much. Oh well. That's enough for now, I guess. More hunts. Let's see. There's the Wailing Banshee and Garnick Walud. Let's see, Garnick Walud. Might as well go there and give it a try. And then back to side quests after
Run
that.
like the wind.
because I'm ignoring it. Alright.
I can walk from here.
He's a Maluk.
Its madness lives on.
Alright. Not too difficult. I got a clouded eye to see the pattern on the surface of the spherical gem shift and twist. One would think a churning storm trapped within. So, okay, I think I got that before then. Okay, so let's save. Do a different side quest. None here. No side quests in Ash. In Northreach, there's one, so let's just do that one real quick.
A fortress?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
I would speak with this Duke.
Hopefully this side quest won't take too long.
Your town needs you.
Here, let's see.
Do you have a moment, Clark?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminent. The town was left all but unguarded. So Philippe was and though my dear boys have been characteristically willing, so I was wondering if you would lend them...
Of course.
Thank you, Philippe told me.
Where can I find the
Here, my... To whom do...
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme. I wish to speak to you.
Very well. I trust you.
Absolutely.
Please.
As you know, my father is a most over... Indeed, I owe you for continuing to argue, yet I fear he must be made to...
And who?
I would. Were you to join us, we would...
Does that not seem a...
Drastic action is precisely what is... My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve, but he is wrong. It is... Scornful of the opinion, but he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over... We must
fight him. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance... While I understand your frustrations, I...
False hope. But I see that your mind is made. If you will extend me, I bid you good...
She certainly...
Indeed. Which may be enough to seal the fate of this is all about her.
Family.
I'm sorry. Ah, yes, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from...
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you.
Yep, let's prioritize that and finish that. Nah, it's just faster if I teleport.
We'd have our coin, our stock and our stores, and we're just supposed
So you're content to abandon the... Please, if you were a true son...
That's or trying to, at least.
Even when our true... Fine. Thank you so...
Dang, she's running around everywhere.
She cornered you.
Could hardly get a word like fun.
She made an uninvited appearance, hoping to convince the Dane.
Anyway.
Our mutual friend.
Oh, right, as always. We've had some report.
They're back.
Seems that way. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet.
Right.
You know, Grieger's weak. Thank you. I'll look into one of the...
Ready, go?
Now let's go. Rieger's Weep.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Yep, this is why I saved it. Pretty sure there was going to be a second wave. I don't really want to fight them. Okay, cool. Not too bad.
Clive!
What's happening now?
Are you alright?
I am. I dispatched the few...
Well, that's something. What were they doing south? We might be able to fend off an attack.
Do you have eyes in the...
Some. You head back to Northfleet.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been stirring up ill feeling to...
What? I'll do what I can. Be careful.
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things... No.
Pretty fair.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire.
He's getting ahead of
We
himself
can
there.
rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Okay, do I get to fight one more time, or is this the end of the side quest?
The men have their orders. I got them spaced out at regular intervals.
Thank you. Rest assured the people will play their... Should any of your men be injured?
Thank you, man.
I'll play my... You still want for number? I only hope I can go some Philippe. Can I leave the south in your hands?
Of course. What about you?
I'll make my way. I fought a few of these things.
All right.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Alright, time for a fight. Let's go.
When the fight begins...
Run like the wind.
Alright, let's see. Make for Oriflamme.
This is more like it. Come on then. Test me.
I did that too early. There's no way it's over. There you
It's
go.
only just begun.
Ooh, got it this time. Not too bad. Level up? There you go. Level up.
I wonder how the... Better hurry back.
I see people, so it looks like it worked out well.
Clive.
And you. The road to Orif, how did you and your...
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake.
Glad to hear it.
Well, I thank you both.
You were wrong. And I had thought that only that without a they would drift apart. But you, not by nor by the exercise, or by simply being one of them.
Our purpose was ever... You were merely distracted by a loftier vision.
As did his radiance said it him. I forgot.
I'm sorry. I should never have only wanted you to how I...
Do not blame yourself. I should have listened.
Your Eminence. But I believe the same. We all want safe, and we may yet achieve. Will you join? Thank you. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. And today there are more...
Madam Isabel, I see.
You're right.
Forgive me for saying, the dame said it herself, and that goes to you one of us.
One of you.
Well said.
Well, I should see if Isabel... How goes? I'll be happy to man one it. Don't mention.
Oh, but I must.
Tell me. If I sense you would rather. For you, madame.
I was Carla then. So sought after was I that it was only they. Lass, for naive, I fell in love. He was my master's guard after they discovered us together. And so we've not that we had anywhere to flee to. Until we found... It was the veil that fed us, those that could be healed at least.
He passed away.
He did, but at least we were able to share. It was the greatest, the generosity of this town. The men and women of the Vale supported, though I was still a stranger to. And so I swore that I would.
Thank you for sharing.
Perhaps that is what never stopped. And I know that it will not. The people, all united in. And what if can we count?
Always.
A new management 2 Vale signboard or a Calcum. Let's go to the hideaway, see if I can craft some stuff. New missive has been delivered to Clive's chambers. Might as well check that out as well. Blackthorn.
So, what it be?
Nope, I need a dark steel. But because of that, I can either make an Ouroboros or the Sons of Ouroboros. The Sons it is.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Cool.
That it?
Alright, so let's save. They got that or a piece of orichalcum.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next?
Dang, there's so many things on my wall now. Veil signboard, the Triunity Accord, Scholar's Bonnet, and Charred Sparring Sword. Still missing a bunch. A Fine Hound. Triunity. Full again. That which conquers all. They're making amends. Okay, might as well do
It's
this
usually
one
me
too.
making demands of our pocket.
Tale to tell. Here, let's see.
Lawsman Hop.
Ah, yeah.
You spoke of making a...
Then I should be. This was some years ago. At that time, to supervise, all to ensure that the future emperor, alas, our time, I had not expected.
Have you spoken?
No, His Highness always seems so not when I know he dwells upon the
Guildmaze, but as you say.
When I first met him, and I did nothing to ease that burden. It is one of my, and what he truly, the blame for Dion's transgressions.
I see. I'm ready to help you.
Then I beg that apothecaries across the fabulists.
Well, I can't. Where can I find?
You have seen cultivated, well, there is a waterfall. Whether they still survive.
It's all right.
Thank you.
Search for a wild wyvern's tail near Rickmall's roost. Well, let me do 2 more side quests as well. Up to Joshua.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what?
I've received word from Cyril.
His will.
In the crypt, after Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, and in the process of doing so,
I'm surprised, Danny.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor.
Of course, I want to know what's...
Very well.
Now let's talk to you real quick. Doris.
Cid.
By all means.
It's my old master. And something else.
How did she...
Finding bearers. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full. And even better for her.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated.
Cid, and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from... I can't let those bearers die in...
We'll be needing the end.
Does that...
I'm making an exception. We stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable...
Thank you, Cid. Chadwick. The thought of him...
He must be very...
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the... We should head there as quickly.
As do I.
Okay, so let's see. I can ignore you guys. Okay, so let's do this one first. Yeah, so let's do wild wyvern tail first, and then from there I can do Journey to Balmung Dark.
Come on. Yeah!
Oh, saw that waterfall. Looks nice. Unnecessary. Classic mud crab. Ignore you guys.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Might as well pick enough for a butt.
Okay, ignore that. Let's speak with Cyril first. Or I mean, this one. And then we can continue on back to the hideout.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry.
Yep, ignore you guys. Let's go.
I can walk from here. There were no guards, I take it.
It's a different story. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. If Chadwick was being held...
Don't give up hope, just let me check the ground floor.
Then I'll search the upper level.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer. Locked up tight.
Did I find keys? Train a Kuza beast. What's that?
So this place, and I doubt they'll have taken the creature.
Anything up here? Am I going the wrong way?
Have care.
Seem useful there. Few more Akashic. There's actually quite a few here. I don't like that, so.
Quiet. Caution, brother. Quiet.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Nope. No luck so far. Also, how did you get past all of those Akashic doors? Okay, so I guess keep going to the left. Up.
All yours, Tom.
What's this? Recommendation regarding Kuza?
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. Even the Imperials take better care.
Let's see.
They were feeding bear. Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
I went in the wrong order. Went upstairs before I finished exploring down. At least I cleared all the Akashic first.
No luck downstairs.
I know. Bearers die every day in service. Hitting bearers against a wild beast. And not just those who could fight, but and those who wouldn't.
I'm afraid.
Then we're too late.
Don't say that.
A key.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors. Finish up here.
All right.
Well, Yowler's key. Well, there's a place I tried that wouldn't open, so that's probably it. Alright. Hopefully I can finish Final Fantasy XVI before this week is up. Not gonna play the DLC though. I don't think I have interest in it.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Amber, okay. Oh.
A survivor. And she sounds close. There's no need to be. Are you alone?
Some of the guards.
Thank the...
It was worth our coming.
Ready when you poor thing. What?
He must have sent you. Where is he?
Chad.
Who's that?
We have to get...
Doris.
All right. You...
Whoa.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Thing just looks like a behemoth. Who's a beast? Where's the entrance? I saw it earlier. Here it is. Okay, let's save before I fight it. Let's go. Who's a beast? Rank A. If it's rank A, I should be able to beat it.
Beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Oh, come on.
Nice try.
All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill!
Okay. That it does that was a weird attack pattern. But it wasn't that difficult. It didn't have as much HP as I thought it would.
Sid.
I'm fine.
She saw the dude. Or his book or something.
What is it?
The diary. He was...
I'm sure he fought bravely to the...
Chad.
Come on.
No. I'll see that she's looked after from...
Take his diary at least? Sometime later.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side.
She is. Slowly, but I thank the flames we found.
I know. I'm sorry
There's no need to apologize. How he fought to the... That's the man I remember.
I wish I could. I'd like to hear more about you.
Of course. You already met my former master. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite... So we escaped. But still, after so many years of training, the pull to serve...
That even in captivity, and he died, not as someone...
Heide Marie is proof of that. And the curse break... I'll fight until my...
Thank you, Doris.
Quest complete. Let's go. Nobody's tool. Breath of Darkness and Meteorite. Near. Oh. More things on the hunt board. Let's see. Masterless Marauder. Knight of the Splendid Heart. The Grim Reaper. I'll look for them later. I guess let's start this one.
Sid, I will...
It depends.
A bearer, but recently freed from his... As you know, the work we do is not easy. Which
I don't mind.
Because our ranks are filled with men and women capable of scouting. We're few with the nose for that. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions...
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to over...
One can...
True a word. I'll let the initiate know that he is to proceed to...
No time like that.
No time like the...
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer. Oarsman, you did. I think.
Wild Wyvern Tails. Let's see.
You wanted to make Dion a gift. Oh, it's no trouble.
Speak with Dion. Sure.
Your Highness.
No.
Our lawsman has something.
Master, no. Not after everything. I have taken all because I would. I have sworn to atone for my crowd were I to meet with him again.
Then that is all the more test your resolve.
I must, very well.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before
Can't believe this
my
is
studies were
unskippable.
complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Usually they're white.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Were it not for you, not to mention the wyvern tails.
I hope the soul in the hideaway is to...
Why? These flowers bloom.
What's this?
A stolus, or more precisely, it is said that an owl's feathers are so consider that one day...
Well, thank you, Harpocrates.
A tale to tell. Dang, that's a lot of XP. Dolus Quill and Bahamut's Mercy. So let's save real quick. Go here to Tabor, do that quest.
Your Grace?
Cyril.
Yes. If you would do us...
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Arch...
The day before we left.
What are these... His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father complete emancipation of Bear. But your father's dream did not end there.
His Grace also, with the blight spreading ever more widely across.
He wished to see men and bearers. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless, nor would he have those who would have stood with him.
It's a pity,
It is true that though but one, at least...
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is, after all, the duties entrusted to me.
And where is...
She awaits you.
Thank you, sir. Shall we then?
They did not need to show him bowing. Oh. Okay, if you're right here, sure. Do that.
This is the required tree. An archive where we will be able and collect until later findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely...
My lord. I am Goditha, retainer of House... Your father, the Archduke Elwyn...
Lift up your... You have our gratitude.
I merely did my duty.
My lady, what exactly...
As I'm sure you know.
Indeed it has.
And had he lived to see it, he would have... Alas. He did not. He had intended to claim the Heartstone, but it was not to be.
I see.
It saddens me. It was your father's wish. But with his grace long since, you are grown, and while I would not presume, I know that...
Thank you. What else? Of course, my...
Oh, I am...
Do you know where we might...
I do. It is found in the belly. We do at least know where to find...
That's
You are most... In fact, this is the very same beast your father... Were you to slay it in his...
What else? The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are...
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Okay, let's start this one.
Lord Mark,
what is it?
One of our brethren lately he sent an owl.
Was he
No. An ancient relic by gaining an understanding.
And so you sent one of your brothers?
Fully. I entrusted the mission to one of the most... Though he has been silent for some days, yet it seemed, for as you so...
But Ash is a big place.
Perhaps. The La Mickleback, it lie, if aught...
Right.
You are... Go then, with...
Okay, so let's see. Oh. There you go, this way.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Here's the griffin.
There it is. The House Rossfield.
Got a heartstone, 2 of them.
Is this the Heartstone? I expect Lady Goritha will know.
Okay, so let's ignore that so I can do the one in Ash. That way I can just turn in both at the same time. Make for Nickelberg.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Classic Tarantula. Okay.
Might this be Nickelberg?
Oh, whoa. Not expect to see people.
These people aren't. And the village seems... What is going on?
Ah.
Eat the court? No, to be honest, What are you doing?
It is my home.
You keep...
They came to perform the rite. This village where they shall
Give them.
Oh,
Free. They want... Forgive me.
You mean the traveler from Stock?
Thank you. They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Feel like we're gonna have to kill the townsfolk.
Excuse me. I am. Lord Rosfi. That's right, and you must be... I am. Cyril was worried for you. And I did not mean to trouble the bearer. He said that you had failed. I came here to study the followers of this. You have seen them. They devote themselves, praying night and day. Not that they might be granted respite. Serve him with... I, too, swore to devote my life to this. And so I would see these people safe, that they might do their duty to their lord. You do understand? I do, my lord. They would cast aside their will. I know that it may be hard to believe. Forgive me, my lord. But I must remain here. Did you hear that, my lord? I'll go and find out.
They turned to Koshik, didn't they? Oh, Ether Flood, it looks like.
An ether flood. There must be. Echoes as well. Ready, brother? Ready. What now?
Oh my goodness. Well, I think this is going to be the last side quest I do today.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Terribly. I feel like there might be some slight lag too. I feel like I'm not moving as well as I should. Yeah, I could have done that fight way better. That's not that much experience for that.
Damn it!
The third seat died.
You die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
He became Akashic. You saw signs for some of the people earlier too. The fact that they're not attacking you though, that's sometime later.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report.
Are you buying or selling?
Neither? Here, I'll buy these.
Anything else? A fine choice.
And then turn these in. And I'll call it.
My lord, I'm glad I met with your third chair, sir.
Thank you. He
died protecting them. I buried him in
If you could not say...
The villagers, they prayed to their god that they... Then an ether flood came. Your brother sacrificed, even knowing that
Then he perished for the right to choose how one dies. A noble ambition. To die, it matters not how misguided, only that we live according to the for better or worse.
But he didn't die for your creed, and you still believe that...
I believe we of the Undying are not, and this was his.
I'd like to know this man, to know the names of all the Undying who've fallen. They died serving my house. That is my...
Of course, I shall fetch the book, my lord. The greatest honor, though our duties may differ, and were they here, I have no...
Duty Undying Part 2. Play a Hearth signboard. Oh, more Orichalcum. I guess I can craft the other belt. I guess I'll do that after I turn in this quest.
Oh, the griffin is...
And the heart.
2 heartstones.
Yes. Thank you. Your father...
Lady Goddard.
Thank you, sir. If you would excuse me. The armband. Pray. Take the heartstone is harder and more enduring than gold. And the graven vines inside.
It's a message. Enemies who would thwart his vision.
And only if we stood together.
Indeed. But this was more. It was a promise.
Thank you for remaining this.
Forgive me, there is something I don't... The Undying told me that after Father died, even if the armbands were incomplete, so...
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Of the deep love. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess... I tried to warn you when word of the fire reached Rosalind.
And thank the...
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. And so my pursuit... He informed me that His Grace's will...
Lady Godotha.
As do I.
Thank you for coming back.
Founder's Grasp.
The bands. See, it must be gratifying to find it is. If you would let him see that you have...
I suppose it... What do you say, Clive?
I think I was hoping to be able...
Your father's helm, since the day we... I prithee, claim it. And I do not doubt that your father would...
Thank you. on, Clive.
Sure, I guess I'll do that.
Run like the wind.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. We've overcome Father's political enemies. That I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there. Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men.
I mean, he was definitely cool, but
I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
we hear more about it than actually seeing it or experiencing it, so kind of weird.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward.
And to a new...
Alright. Let's complete. A lot of XP again. Rusted Battle Helm. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. So there were some things that would cause him to leave? Then? New missive has been delivered to Clive's chambers. I guess I'll look at that. Nope. First I'll craft the belt.
What do I owe the honor? So, will it be? Should last you a good while.
First the skies, then the crystal.
Alright, let's take a look at some of these before I continue. Before we depart, safe returns. Note of thanks. Wages of fate. Turn for Jill.
If Joshua's worried about...
Okay, so I'll do that next time. But I did clear a good chunk of those side quests. Let's see, there's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 more? Okay, if I stream early enough tomorrow, I think I can do all the side quests and beat the game tomorrow. We'll see. But that's for tomorrow. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a stream. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. I know that's you, Eric. I don't know if anyone else joined. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.